Good. Can't wait.
That heifer right there just don't even care.
Save yourself now.
Action.
Hey,
What do you say, folks? Hope everybody having a fine Sunday evening. There we go. I can see us now.
the scary part.
Making sure the camera's accordingly. Yep. But like I said, hope everybody having a fine Sunday evening. We had a good one.
I made it to church this morning for a change. I got to go sit in the church service instead of watching it on Facebook Sunday evening or Monday. It's a much better experience.
It was. It was good to be back, see everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get back in our routine.
Very soon.
Getting on the mend a little bit. So
I'm trying. I told everybody that I think I'm just kind of learning how to live with it, so I might as well start learning how to do everything you can.
Yeah.
But it was so nice to be at church for a change. It gave me a different outlook on life and all this gray, miserable, cold, ugly rain we've been having.
Because it ain't done nothing but rain.
No, and it's freezing and it won't even snow.
We don't want snow.
Like, if it's got to be this miserable, at least make it fun and pretty.
Y'all keep your snow in the North Country. We got ours.
I want snow.
We got ours last year.
Not enough.
Oh, that was plenty.
I want another snow week.
8 or 9 inches of snow for South Alabama. That was enough.
Snow is the only thing that makes it worth it, being this cold and wet anyway.
And Mr. Donnie calls it, it's just been Mully Grove weather, but
my daddy calls it Eeyore weather. That's what I've been feeling like these days. Eeyore. That's been my whole outlook on life.
Oh, no, ma'am, Miss Danae. No, ma'am. It's pretty when you see it every 10 years, and I'm good.
I'm praying for it. I am praying Jesus will send us some snow.
Who was that in here, Joe, a second ago before we come on, talking about they fitting to get some snow?
Mike Tangway, Mr. Dan said it was spitting snow. Well, we got all kind of people we ain't seen in a minute. Norman and Sean Balters. It's really good to see y'all.
Well, suppose you put here and holler. Well, I had to remember off the top of my head. I think Pastor Larry was in here first.
Mm-hmm.
Gary.
Danae.
Then
that girl's always on it.
I'm gonna pick up where it's only.
Ooh, Danae will send me a Ziploc baggie of snow.
Send it on.
Mr. Roy said he had a beautiful walk snowshoeing today.
No.
Ooh, did I get it right? I hope. Maybe he's making fun of my accent.
That's probably what it is. We get that.
A lot.
Right through here and holler at y'all right fast. Like Pastor Larry, Miss Jan, lovely Miss Leona.
Our favorite Miss Leona.
Gary, Jack and Danae, Mr. Russell Heyman. Let me get on that down.
No, he wasn't poking at me. I said, right.
All
How
right.
about that?
Mr. Dan Weaver, Clay, Chris. Who? Mr. Keith Spillman up there in that fine country. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something.
I had me a meltdown. I did. I literally almost cried. That's the kind of mood I've been in. This was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I went to make honey butter and I was out of Keith Spillman's honey and I about hit the floor. This cannot happen.
She said, make contact with the man.
I didn't say it like that, Keisha. I said, look, you got his number. Will you ask him, will he trade me a bottle of honey for you to make him some coasters?
You know, the guy loved it.
Please.
Him and Miss Michelle said, we're on it. We got you. So,
They
appreciate you all on that.
saved buttons. Y'all really did. Because I'd have ended up pinching his cute little head off. If I didn't at least know it was some on the way.
Mr. Mike Tangway, good to see you, Captain. Dennis, good to hear you say you're still pretty sore, but glad to hear you getting on the mend yourself there. Let's see, Mr. Roy there. Sean, Miss Angela, like I said, it's good seeing y'all. It's good having y'all back. Hope y'all been doing well if you're on the way. I don't want to miss anybody. I got Mr. Russell Heyman there, Mr. Bill Lee. Chris, appreciate you dropping by, bro. Feel like I'm missing somebody. I do apologize.
Stone.
Island.
JB said they were going to get some. You didn't tell Sean that?
I didn't.
I
I
told
just got down here to the bottom.
Sean is my zebra buddy.
I forgot about that. Yep. You driving me up the wall. You don't have to go.
But he said they were going to get some snow. Chris said they don't have any snow yet. Clay said they got 5.5 inches yesterday and 3 inches tomorrow.
Hey, same here. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be tinkering with this. I mean that's the honest to goodness truth on it. I tell her all the time, I can't wait to Sunday evening, get to talk to my friends.
And he says it just like that over and over and over.
Have some good fellowship with whatever we do. We'll talk these y'all want. If not, most of the time y'all know it's going to turn into food or whatever happened.
So Mr. Dan already had it turning into food. He was talking about a church social tonight they went to, and there was lots of homemade Christmas cookies.
Oh, Mr. Dan? Is that who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty well the same thing down here in our neck of the woods.
We had a Christmas dinner at church.
And let me tell y'all what, I filled up and then some. I tell you what, I didn't even touch my homemade banana. This wasn't no out of the box banana pudding. Homemade banana pudding.
Well, we made a video. The lady that taught me how to make banana pudding made banana pudding today, and it was amazing.
Top notch stuff, y'all. I'm telling you. If you want a good homemade banana pudding recipe, especially this time of the year, rummage through our videos there, and we got a couple of them on the banana pudding, buttermilk pies.
Let's not go out there that far tonight, Gary.
Yep, Big Feet. We talked about him. But we did have we have been away from our church family here at home. And
not really away, just haven't been, like, we haven't lost touch with anybody. We just haven't been able to sit in the services.
Hadn't been able to make it. And undoubtedly, we have got a little conflict in the church. And there's
Oh, my word.
there's a
Yeah.
conflict, and I can empathize and I guess having an opinion on it too, because there's issue with the making of the sweet tea at the Baptist church there that we attend. And
It's the great debate. Is it sweet enough?
yeah, but
Apparently it is not. So,
long story short on it,
it's like a sweet tea competition.
there's a war of sweet tea going on
You
at the
walk in
church.
the fellowship hall and there's jugs set up on both sides of the room. And it's like you feel like you're walking a line. Whose tea do I get? I know, Danae. I mean, I'm thankful that's like the worst thing our church has to argue about. But they mean business about tea.
Because one of the ladies that she likes it a little bit sweeter. Undoubtedly, there was an exchange of some words with the regular tea maker. Okay, and she said,
I'm so glad I wasn't there for it because I couldn't have kept a straight face. I'd have started a brawl just for laughing.
and we were standing in line waiting to get our food, going through the line, everybody, and we noticed there was, like Hannah said, one tea on one side of the room and another one on our side of the room. And
she said there's sweet tea and unfinished tea.
That's it. Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
the woman that we know, well, we know them all, but
Yeah. And we love them all.
we do.
I
Absolutely.
couldn't pick sides, but one believes that a cup and a half of sugar goes in 3 gallons of tea, and one believes that 6 cups of sugar goes in 3 gallons of tea. And it has become a thing, apparently, while we've been gone.
What did her sign say?
Somebody's Southern sweet tea. And I lost it when I seen that. I busted out laughing. Yeah, that's how most Southerners really want it. Like my little brother, I can't drink his tea. It's literally like syrup. Like if I drink his tea, it's like half a glass of water and half a glass of tea mixed together.
I don't like it syrupy.
He said 6 is the correct answer.
And I have to agree because she has experience in the making of sweet tea at her job every single day. And this woman's been doing it for 10 or 12 years.
Norman said 1 teaspoon of honey is proper. Clay said so it's 2 to 1. He has basically 2 to 1.
That's it. It's a 2 to 1. But yeah.
Oh my word.
We had a good laugh.
It was a great Christmas dinner. It really was. I mean, on top of being great to see everybody, it was funny.
It was good to be back. I'll put it like that.
So funny.
What?
Gary, I think we have 4 rescues that we have taken in. Yeah, Mr. Russell, that's how 10 makes it. That's hilarious. It's 2 to 1.
Yeah. That's the mix pretty much. That's
hilarious.
Everybody's had a good laugh at it.
Show Mr. Russell's comment. Did it show up right there?
And it ain't showing up on mine. Hit the show button.
I did. It says another moderator handled it.
YouTube being difficult because 2 cups of sugar in tea.
Seriously, it took him. No, it put it in. Okay, it's showing. It's fine. Moving on.
But yeah, that's been our world. These are doing good, I guess. It's been
It
raining,
is. Yeah.
like we said, for the last 4 days. It was
It's
supposed to be
been
out
raining since
Wednesday.
it started raining Wednesday.
Mm.
Tuesday night, actually. Tuesday afternoon, it started.
Yep.
And it ain't wet, and I'm over it. Like, I'm about ready to move to Hawaii. Like, I'm over the rain.
Which we are late, but in a way, I am grateful for it because we
Yeah,
threw
I
out,
ain't starting that one, Norman.
we threw some seed out for the deer to get a little old green patch growing down in the bottom down there for them.
Oh,
But,
yeah, I forgot we did that.
Your daddy said he threw some down there in the bottom too.
Did he really?
Yeah. Your brother brought him a bag of it. He
Oh.
made him a little spot down there too.
Yeah, my brother's got in the hunting club this year, so those buying all that messed plant patches and stuff.
That's our same
Yeah.
deal, Dennis. We need it. We sure enough need it, but it's just like, man,
Where was it at when it was supposed to be here? When we really needed it? Not when it's cold.
Mr. Russell Cooper, Miss Sharon. Ronnie said it's cloudy, cold, and yucky there too.
Really?
Yep. I guess everybody's getting a batch of this if you.
JB said our rain is going to be his snow tomorrow. Well, I wish it would have left some snow here so I could at least make a snowman.
I don't know. It'll be. It ain't looking like it's gonna get any kind of cold enough for no snow around here.
Just cold enough to make it miserable outside.
Well, it's our time of the year for the up and down weather. The temperatures will go from everybody will start panicking because it's gonna freeze and drip the faucets and this and that. Then literally the next day you're back up to
72 degrees.
pretty much.
But it ain't done that with this rain. It's been like 40s, maybe touching 50 for highs. Like, what happened to the hot, dry winter we're supposed to have? Mr. James is going to email me some snow. I will take it.
Freezing fog.
I've never heard of freezing fog.
And
There's Sarah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Like do a Google run on that.
Brian Baker said he still has a snowball from January in the freezer.
Mom and Daddy did that for Sarah when it snowed in '88 down here.
Yeah.
1988. And my sister was in the hospital, and the neighbors built like a mini snowman, just big enough to put in the freezer. Mom and Daddy put it in the freezer until she got home from the hospital. But pretty cool. But I'm gonna have to check out that freezing fog because I'm so glad it don't do that down here. Good grief, foggy as it gets.
No, but that's the beauty of it. You stay home.
We
You don't have to get out and deal with idiots in public.
Having that conversation with Mr. Donnie a while ago about how we do not know how to drive in y'all's weather from the North Country up there. Mr. Russell Koopman could tell you that because he was not. He was not happy with the Southern people
driving skills at all.
And we don't hold that against you. I will admit that. You put me on a dirt road, I'll show you how to run on that dirt road. But if it goes to snowing or ice on the highway, you don't want this dude behind the wheel.
We made it.
We have made it, but it's just too nerve-wracking in that ice.
Freezing fog that lasted for days, and the branches on the trees got so heavy that it's breaking. That's wild.
So is that how y'all get them showing up thick pockets of ice on them tree limbs most oftentimes? It's not so much rain. It's just from the fog.
That's wild. Oh, we ain't on the prayer list, baby.
Oh, no, we'll do that.
Grab it right there.
Yeah.
And look, yeah, we've had so many people like texting and emailing saying, take this one off or this changed or whatever. So we kind of went through it and tried to reorganize a little bit. So there was a couple names we took off just because we hadn't heard from them in like months and months. So if there's a name missing and y'all know it should be on there, please let me know, please. And we will definitely put them back on.
Absolutely. And Sarah, did you text Sarah a while ago? Or tell
Yeah.
her? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so we got Mr. Mark and Miss Crystal, Mr. Pat, the Dirt Rooster's dad, Miss Deb, Mike Tangway and his family, DC's mama, Philip's mama, his friends BJ and his wife, our favorite Miss Leona, Steve Amos's father-in-law, PJ Hanley, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Miss Janae Wood, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Redfish's wife, Miss Janet, Kenneth Allen, Keith Laramore's wife, Miss Brenda, Rodney Middleton and his family, Dan Garrison's daughter, Miss Jolynn. Oh no, we didn't take you off, Rodney. Clay Bunner's grandbabies, Keith Laramore's cousin, Russell Amon's wife, Miss Brenda, Lee's mama, Miss Brenda Johnson, and then I guess most of y'all know, we've been praying for Barnhill, Keith's wife, Miss Connie, but she went home to be with the Lord last week. I know he put it on the Book of Faces, and I think we made a post about it after he told us, but y'all remember him and his family, especially this month. But David Hoskins' little granddaughter Emma, Greg Dunn, 33 Mile Phil's mama, Mr. Russell Koopman's granddaughter, Tim's brother Jamie, Mr. Joseph Shows, Mr. Dan and his church, Shaw Wee, Jen's dad, Flower Street Jen, Gary Stewart, Michelle Gurley, Lee's wife, Miss Renee, Castle Hives Brian and his family, Blaine's great nephew, Dennis Sherrill, Miss Pam from Tampa's Creek Homestead, Mr. Dan's nephew in the Coast Guard, the Terry Harris family, Miss Kathy Baker's great niece Haley, and the Murray family.
And I know you said about the brother situation, but it has been an up and down roller coaster the last few days on our end. So we're making a special trip down to Ocean Springs, Mississippi in the morning. So y'all pray for us on that because we need some guidance on some stuff. But we appreciate everybody, all the prayer warriors out there taking the time to ask the Lord to look after folks on this list. And I'll be honest, whenever I say my prayer to the good Lord, I ask Him not only our list, but every church list. And He knows the names of the folks, whether it's church list or you got your own list at home.
Okay, that's good to hear, Brian.
Absolutely.
That's always good to hear. Thank you, Sarah.
But yeah. Other than that, like I said, we sitting on idle, just waiting on things. We're gonna find out if the girl packed up enough snacks in the next couple of days to see if they really gonna hit that open feeder whenever the sun does come out. 'Cause I imagine there's, I know one of them for sure is gonna be out looking for something, but
Mr. Russell said it got to -10 last night, and the high today was 6. Did it at least snow?
they probably over any snow up there.
But if it's gonna be that cold, the courteous thing to do is snow.
I'd be thumbing toward the south, y'all. Somebody, y'all do a fine job of.
Mr. Randy said that's just bone chilling.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking. Good grief.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing you got a 30-mile-an-hour north wind coming out of the north country up there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good reminder. I was gonna ask Lee and Philip how their mamas are doing.
While we waiting on them, Chris, thank you much for the reminder a while ago in there, but it was mentioned in church this morning as well, but today being Pearl Harbor Day, I know we ain't got many of them left, but them old World War II vets out there, especially ones that were in Pearl Harbor during that time. If you know one, run into one, and this is with all our military, just extend them olive branch, tell them you appreciate them, this and that, because
Yes. Look,
y'all know,
we've had a special prayer about that in church this morning.
sure did. And they still children. They're grandparents now, but the children of the men back then, they still missing their daddies just as much as anybody that's lost one or a parent. Period.
Granddaddies.
So, but
Lisa and Miss Dorothy's still a little sore and on a liquid diet, but getting around the house a little better.
good deal. What about your cousin, Lee? Stephanie?
Yeah.
On her too, if you don't mind.
Her in a couple weeks. Wait,
Oh,
why
wow.
did I skip her name? I didn't have her on there, did I?
I don't.
I don't think I put her.
Mr. Dan says, think I heard there.
I think I skipped right over her.
He said, I think I heard there are only 12 Pearl Harbor survivors left. My word.
I'm sorry, Lee. I skipped right over her when I was rewriting it.
Well, there we go. Good to have reminders. It's an honest mistake.
But I feel bad. I didn't skip praying for her though.
Where we at? Where we at? Shauna said she had to move in.
Yeah, the family got there.
But yeah, I think we get some nice sunny days and we should be able to finish our normal work, Lord willing, come Wednesday. I think we're going to take and go ahead and put some, we got a few boxes out there that need to be put together, scrape down everything, get all that mess done. And then we got a good block of wax over here, plenty enough to do at least half of all our frames. I think we're going to go ahead and just jump on that and kind of wax everything up and be ready, because really where we at, which won't be long, we'll be in the second. Are we in the second week yet? No.
Oh, well, that's good news. As bad as everything else is, that's really good news that it's not anywhere else.
That's it.
Thank God for that.
There wasn't them other Mexicans right there. Didn't Philip come in here?
Yeah.
Seen him a while ago too. And while
Hey, Danae, while he's in here, did your code start working for you? Did you check that on the app?
that was what I was going to ask everybody that won last week. Did your codes go through and everything working good?
Oh, I guess it did, because she just said, by the way, Blaine, your app is fire.
There we go. Good feedback.
Mm-hmm. I told you y'all were gonna love it.
Mhm. If you got an Android device, you can go ahead and just download it. And if you want the
Philip's accounted for.
okay, president.
Yeah. He's so funny.
But yeah, y'all go check it out. Appiloy.
Apioli. Apple. You're close. Okay, JB said his is working good.
Y'all know it? APIOLY.
Okay, Clay hadn't had time to look at it, but JB and Danae are good.
With all that.
Oh, cool, Danae. DC still has bees. Hey, we've been having your weather, DC. It's been nothing but gray and rain all week. Everybody's tired of hearing me fuss about it.
Well, we share pretty much the same weather. I don't know what truth it is, but they used to say Mobile was one of the
wettest cities in the country.
Yep. But sure wasn't that way in spring. I'll just put it like that.
No.
But we need to go to the country up there and go get the boxes that we set out for swarm traps. See what's living in it.
It's probably be some critters that ain't bees at all.
Bring all that mess home and like I said, get everything together. In just a couple months, we'll be rocking and rolling again. And
oh wow, DC said next week could be the wettest storm of the season.
That's a bummer. That'll probably be the 3 or 4 days we dry out. Then it'll
40 plus miles an hour winds. That's crazy.
yeah, that's a short enough wind. You don't want to be standing out there in that. It'd be one of them. I'm going in today.
That mess would blow us up. They showing up on the fight the wind. I get the Glock because the mouse stopped out in the show.
What you looking at?
Yeah.
Better keep moving. I get it, DC, but man, you know, it's
Mr. Dan said you best use the 14.
well, you get more of a spread with that 410. That way, you know, I got your tail now. Yeah, DC walking them walls, and then while you either doing something like that, handing up a sheet of plywood, or walking across there with a doggone 12-foot 2x8, this or that, and here comes that wind.
Yeah.
You better hope them ankles are.
I think we got it like 58 today, right? It was one of the warmest days we've had this week.
Let's see, Garrison, my top covers I make are all larger than they need to be to cover the box. And I shove the extra part forward, and it creates an awning of sorts to keep the snow off of it. Yesterday, I was on that Book of Faces and doing the thing about my brother. And it ain't too often I kind of really just click through there much anymore. But I did run across something. Some of y'all probably seen this, but somebody, what they say, they took solo cups and they just like cut a solo cup in half long ways. And they made a little awning right there at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And the snow just kind of held the little cup there and it made a shelter for the entrance. And the snow built up around that and it kind of made like a, I guess like an insulation barrier a little bit.
Like an igloo.
Yeah, kind of.
The igloo one from.
Yeah, but it just kept from blocking their entrance up. And
That's pretty interesting.
now I don't know how good that is because we don't do the snow very much here. But
Everybody
it may
says
work.
snow's a great insulator. Mm-hmm. It's a nice thing.
Oh yeah.
DC was talking about he got kited off a third story. What when you were talking about doing plywood and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She said, "We."
Oh, that's what you thinking there for that split second. Here we go, and you better throw that sheet away from you as you go down.
I'm just saying, I can hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Dan says I used a chloroplast political signs to shield his entrances there. Good little ideas to kind of help you to give them a little awning or something. Makes sense. Our bees probably didn't know what to think last year seeing that. Going, how do we get out of here? And how long is this going to be here?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It may be just me, but I'm not much on a top entrance. I don't know if it's just because, you know, you start out and you're used to this being this or whatever the case may be. But I always, the equipment we got from Lance, I have to be careful with because those inner covers have got the little notch to where they can use a top entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I often have to remind myself when we pop them lids off to, make sure to push that forward or backward, wherever it's at, to,
Blaine said I use pure Texas heat to keep the snow off my bee entrance.
all natural, non-GMO, organic right there.
I'm so proud of for snow.
Blaine's bees are probably hollering at him since he's got them talking ones down there. Hey! Hey, Carl, good to see you, man. Did you just, that was you?
Yeah. You've only talked for 40 minutes, but.
Well, I got the link up there. I remembered to put it up, this and that. Anybody want to come in, smash it, tell us about it, what have you? If not, we'll get into food,
You
big
had
feet.
fun with that, Paul. His wife's hollering at him to put up Christmas decorations.
Make sure it's not crooked.
We had this discussion going to town the other day, going to work, and the first little town drive-through from here. Yes, their Merry Christmas song was crooked. And I was really close to going back and telling them, but it was like 38 degrees and it was raining. And them poor dudes, you could tell they were disgusted with what they were doing. They might would have wrung my neck if I'd have turned around and said that. Yes, it will, DC.
Gary said if I was down south, I probably would not have a top entrance but up north it does help. And two, on my thinking of it is, that's just another way for them blasted hive beetles to get in, kind of thing, fooling with them. But thankfully, our testing and research
You
from
owe
this year,
$2 to the swear jar because you said that whole word.
which one? I didn't say the M's.
But the other
The
ones are
B's.
pests too.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Now what?
put it in there. You got all my money.
I don't have your money.
But with the testing and the research, with using the peppermint extract and the eucalyptus, and then we got the emulsifier stuff and putting it on them little round smelly disc, whatever you call them, fragrant something or another you buy, whatever you
It's
call
like
them.
a spongy cotton pad. I don't know what it's called.
There you go. But that's been a huge, huge help this year. We did not lose a single colony, not one, to hive beetles. None.
Now you owe $4 to the swear jar.
Hive beetles.
There
We
you,
just make it
you
5.
don't buy me a coffee with what you put in the swear jar in the morning.
But
Soap on a rope. What's that?
you don't want that. They used to put soap. They used to have soap on the rope, and if you said too much as a kid, yeah, in that mouth, you got that soap and rope in your mouth.
We just got the whole bar of soap. I don't know. I never had it on a rope before.
They dishwasher.
Somebody's stirring the pot tonight.
I forgot all about the dishwasher situation.
Of course you do. Because you don't wash 4 loads of dishes a day.
No, I washed one the other night.
One.
I was helping her. She don't appreciate my help.
I do.
That's why I just let her do it.
They're going to hear my eyes rolling.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Y'all talking about. We heard your eyes roll around the world or whatever it was the other night. Telling Mr. Donnie that we got a good laugh. Can't remember who it was.
DC's talking about what brand of soap tastes better.
He said, "Give me some Ivory any day."
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Gary said, "My gals never used the bottom entrance in the winter." Brian and Jen, good to see you. Appreciate y'all dropping by.
Brian, how's Jen's dad doing? Since we're getting updates on everybody tonight. Can y'all hear that? Like, is it bothering people?
Sounds like a speaker grunting.
We thought maybe it entertained Jubal and Button a little bit better, and we throw the cow bone in there with them, but they go into town on it. I know, DC. I didn't care what they whipped me with. Just whip me. Don't stick that mess in my mouth.
My little nephew, my brother Jamie, the one that got hurt not long ago. Whenever he was a child, he got in trouble at school one day, and when my brother got home from work, his little 5-6-year-old son was explaining to his daddy how he got in trouble. And the last sentence that come out of that child's mouth was, "Well, Daddy, you may as well go on and whoop my tail." And my brother said, I thought about snatching him up right then, but with him telling me that, I just sent him on.
"99% of wild beehives have one entrance." Yeah, I've always kind of found that interesting. That bees generally have one, but like the yellow jackets, they're gonna have 2, at least 2. The ones in the ground, anyway.
But that got me to thinking, though. You remember when they called us last year to go up to the school in Central and do the trap out in the tree?
Well, the two we've seen some, like the one we did in the tree. They had two.
They did, but you remember though, it was like their main entrance was down low.
Mm-hmm.
But when everybody come in,
It was like the overflow was at the top.
yeah, they would land up high, then run downhill. And I don't know why, because they could have just easily flew right
But
directly
more of
into
them
that
came
entrance.
out of that than went in.
Yeah.
Out of that top hole.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
But it was pretty cool watching them land, and you just had a trail of them.
The trap out we attempted, we failed miserably at that trap out, but it had two that we knew of in that tree.
Yeah. And we covered that part up, but then they figured them a way to get through there somehow or another. I forget how it was. We eventually just said, look, hey, cut the tree open, get them out if you want them out. If not, we're done with it. Lord, we left that trap on there for several weeks.
It was a while.
But it was pretty cool watching them though come in and just travel down instead of going.
Yeah, because they
straight in.
walked down the tree
Mhm.
to the other entrance.
Because we tried to help them out one time with ventilation in the summertime, and was like, okay, this is going to help y'all with moving air for sure. Well, it wasn't about 3 days later, they done propylized the whole spot up, literally. Pretty well telling us to mind your own business and leave us to it. It was just,
They closed them off and opened them in last and stuff.
they what?
DC's comment.
Uh,
They close it off with propolis, but it's still accessible. I mean, I guess they could chew it back open if they wanted, but if they closed it off, it wouldn't be accessible.
mm. Oh no, what? I don't know if he's saying on.
I'm confused. Oh, he's rewriting.
Okay. But they completely closed that one spot off. They didn't have no kind of area open where they could chew through it to take and
Wait.
come in there in the horizontal.
Oh, I thought you meant the trees. I was like, no, they were coming out of there.
No, like you saying, in that tree, they was moseying on. Everybody flying on out, coming back in. But
I would think.
what?
Gary's saying that on all the removals he's done, like in buildings and everything else, that the cone is always below the entrance. Like the entrance is never below the cone. No, yeah, the entrance is the cone always extends below the entrance, unlike a hive box.
Well, that's not how. Well, I guess so.
I reckon it depends on how determined they are, DC.
There's some persistent little critters. I know that and some stuff.
Okay, Mr. Dan said he closes off his upper entrance with wax at the beginning of winter, and come summer, they chew the wax out.
But I mean, they know what they're doing better than we do on anything. I reckon.
Yeah.
Now we have seen them taken, and I imagine everybody else probably seen this too. But like, if you have, just say you don't spin that entrance around from springtime, and you still give them the smaller entrance. Now we've got 2 or 3 out there to where they have chewed the outside of that wood, making that entrance wider, then usually whenever we see them out there doing that, it's like a reminder, well, let me go ahead and flip this puppy on around and give them a little bit more work with here. But
maybe they close them off, but if they need them, they'll open them back up. That's why you see them find new ways in and out of track.
well, they be smart. Because I stapled the yans out of that joker to that tree, and I was thinking, ain't no way they're going to push under this. Sure enough, they found them one little spot they could just squeeze up under. And I was like, are you serious?
Mm-hmm. All I knew.
They figured it out. Well, let's see, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
The propolis or the propolis?
Propolis.
We've been through the pronunciation. But
Yeah.
it's just different tree saps, man. They'll pull it off pine trees and the maples and the oaks and anything that they feel is going to benefit them. They'll go pull that sap out of that tree and bring it on back home and mix it all together with everything else, and eventually you'll start getting a build-up.
It's like a super, super sticky kind of stuff.
Sticky putty.
Yeah, but they use it like for glue and for weatherproofing, and it has a lot of like antibacterial properties and stuff. Yeah, bee made meds.
Yep.
It's really good for them, and it's really good for humans too. Yep. Everything we would use caulk or glue or cleaners for, the bees use propolis for.
Everywhere.
They're called jinx.
Uh,
Who was it saying they use? Like they run the little bitty entrance all year.
I can't remember who that was telling us about that.
I feel like it was one of the ones in Texas. Philip or Clay, man? Or not Clay, Blaine? I can't remember who was saying that now. DC runs a small all year.
We typically do until we start seeing them bigger.
Yeah, then we open it to the bigger one.
Yeah. Then we'll let them go all the way until this time of the year and just kind of turn everybody back around.
Mr. Dan. I know he does 3" by 3/8". Hey, Haley. How are you, my buddy?
Be good to see you.
I didn't know
lady.
she was in here or not.
Get to see your friend tonight too.
Yeah. She's probably getting ready for Christmas.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
getting
about that.
close. Boy, it's
Yep.
getting close. I know we've been talking seriously about switching the screen bottom boards.
I think I've become a fan of it.
Yeah.
I believe you. Well, they did beard, granted, with screen bottom boards, but there wasn't, I guess it wasn't as heavy of a bearding. And all in all, for us, it just kind of seemed like they'd done better through the summer months anyway. And like we've told time and time again about when we left them up there at Lance's, and it literally, we had the ice storm down here. He didn't put anything on to cover up them screen bottoms, and we went back in the spring and the colonies that had screen bottoms were the best performing colonies out there in that yard. There's a good chance. I'm gonna say it helped too in some ways in reducing on the pest we deal with, so I ain't got to add more money to the jar.
I'm not close to getting a fancy coffee in the morning.
But I do believe that does help them in a lot of ways as well to keep them pushed at least down and up underneath instead of allowing them to
just climb back up the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Or trap them in a corner somewhere at the bottom, and you got 30 bees trying to cover 10 beetles. Well, you
There
can
it goes.
if you can
I
reduce
got my coffee.
if you can reduce that in any way, whether you got the M's or the B's or the what have you on your pest, yeah, I think we're gonna go screen bottom on everything come springtime for sure. Most likely on them horizontals, we just gonna make probably about an 8x8 cut on them and just line them bottoms down through there on them.
Gary's saying a huge difference in using solid versus screen. He said he uses screen bottoms. I think our beard was just because it's so stinking hot. And our boxes were full at that point. Like bursting at the seams full.
But we're gonna give it another run this year. See how it does with them.
Maybe I won't be following up the porch.
Lord knows, hope not.
You just can't toss them about.
It's one of them. We bought enough screen to do the well, they call them quilt boxes now, but back then it was the chaff box. But so it wouldn't be nothing for us to build enough bottom boards to take and outfit everything that we got. No problem. Even with ours, like we got ours in the shade, which everything around here is in the shade for the most part because all the trees, but they stay pretty well covered without the sun tearing them up all day long. I'll put it like that. And but I think it's just with our humidity down here is what really drives their tails out. Because you can be in the shade and
it's still 102.
Yeah. Yep, that and I think that's probably gonna be about the only thing we kind of try to change up this year. We got us a good little rhythm going. So far it's working well. And we'll try it out again. Keeps on working, that's just how we'll continue to handle it. But we're gonna say we did have a good season. And once again, that man right there that made the last comment, Mr. Russell Amy.
He got us set up to have our good season.
He did, absolutely. Can't thank him enough on that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that bone there. No, it's a lot of it.
Yeah, that's just one of the factors of it.
That and we live in a sand pit. Like red clay and sand. That's it. It's raining again.
It just ain't gonna stop.
It's never gonna quit. Ever.
Well, Carl, hopefully y'all can make that happen, bro. Especially them youngins getting involved with y'all and taking interest in it. And by the time they get on up in age, won't be long. You can cut them loose out there and say, "All right, here's the goal for today."
Mm-hmm.
Well, have a good handle on it. By the time they get up a little bit, 18, 20 years old, you'll know how to do it. You'll know how to make money at it right off the top. You'll have the advantage.
You got lots of experience, Gary.
I'm saying that's a lot of us. Just try it.
Mm-hmm.
If it don't work, don't do it anymore.
Yep.
But if
Move
it
on to
works,
the next thing.
keep on using it if it works.
Yes.
Everybody got a style.
Mm-hmm.
Carl said, I'm hoping in the next few years, what way they going, and from what we've seen from y'all with the pictures and this and that, seems like they take pretty good interest in it. And,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe to be able to go.
Some of Haley's Santa pictures and we'll tell them next week.
All right, I don't know if you heard that, Carl, but y'all take them youngins to go get their pictures with the whole Santa Claus or what have you. Hannah said, shoot us one, and we'll broadcast it on the following Sunday. I gotta agree with you on that, Gary, because there is a lot of things that it's just there's no real practical use. I guess I'm gonna say it's more hype than actual benefit in a lot of things. Now, granted, there's stuff out there, yes, that can help and make things easier and this and that, but for the most part, uh, I don't really buy into the. I got to jump on the bandwagon, if you will, until I see results from others. Then I'll kind of tune in and go, all right, is there something to this, or is it just going to be a waste of time? You driving me up the wall. Uh, let's see, DC saying just find some methods that work best for your area. That's all it really is. We all kind of do the same thing, but just in different or at different times. Uh, that's it. It's pretty much the same madness going on. Let's see, Gary said if there any benefit, it is for the beekeeper, not the bees. Yes. Because really, you think about it, there's not much, I guess, really out there that you can help to benefit the bees for the most part. You got a few things out on the market that will help, but I guess it's just kind of hard to say. I guess stay on the track of whatever works for you. Do what works for you. Appreciate you, Mr. Randy. Smash the thumb button. Let me get here. Ricky, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Hope y'all doing well up there. I guess all of y'all gonna get part of whatever snow everybody talking about. Y'all gonna get some of that too?
Yeah.
Well, I just see Keith's comment. My bad. Said they getting the dusting of it in supposedly.
Oh, 3 to 5 inches.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. Somebody's got to do it, Gary. Because you know most ain't. A lot of times whenever you talk to folks about this, and we're not at all experts, and I ain't going to sit here and claim to be one by no means, but the knowledge of beekeeping. But whenever you go to talk to folks about it and they inquire and seem to have an interest in it, and you kind of start really laying out, look, it ain't just going out there getting a jar of honey whenever the bees are in a box and this and that. A lot of folks kind of just stare on up out the way, mosey on, especially whenever they tell, oh, the famous question of, well, do you get stung? I'm like, well, yeah, you're going to get stung out of it. And most oftentimes, whenever they hear that, they done lost the interest. Mr. Russell saying we're supposed to get 3 Alberta clippers this week. What do you think, Jasper? We don't need no part of that, do we? Y'all had a good time when it did snow, but y'all showing us getting it up there in the North Country. The biggest tools in beekeeping, I'll say, the smoker, you hive tool. And that's pretty much, for the most part, your 2 main tools that you're going to continuously use in beekeeping. Besides, if you're doing treatments, something like that. But actual stuff that works pretty good, it's pretty well the only 2 tools that's out there to get up for the most part. The only other thing that I'd like to get, yes, queen clip. All right. Now I have taken interest in looking at them venom collection to collect that venom, but haven't quite nailed the final results down, if you will, on that. But if we was to, I guess, make an investment into anything, I think that may be probably one of ours, if the big word is if you can get enough and find a buyer to where it's worth the time to do that. That's it. All right. So we got the smoker, hive tool, suit, queen clip. What else am I missing, y'all? And if you're having trouble seeing, get with Joey Rawls and get you one of them nice little streamlight flashlights you can keep in your pocket there. Another good little tool to keep in your pocket. What you got?
The air expanding ball, adequate hydration.
And stretch, she says. Yeah. That venom extraction, I've been watching several videos on, and it's mostly the ones I've been watching is some cats over in, I think they down there in Africa or somewhere, South America anyway. And dude's going out there and setting them trays out there and cranking that baby on up for a few minutes, and all of a sudden you see all them bees coming out ripping and tearing and this and that. And a moment or two later, they'll go collect, if you watched them, they'll go collect that little tray and just let it dry, scrape that stuff off there, collect it, and boom, sell it off for whatever they sell in bee venom too. Didn't you say they put that in women's products or something?
A lot of anti-aging stuff.
Anti-aging.
Your headpiece. It's in a lot of like arthritis creams and stuff too. Like I saw Mr. Larry the other day. Squats.
Yes, a bunch of that.
Are good for everything.
A back brace.
Mm-hmm.
We get into the show notes here in a minute.
Put my hip belt, my back brace, my hand brace, my shoulder brace. My toolkit's bigger than most.
DC says, I'm thinking a low power electric fencer as an aggravator. I don't know how that get up works, but apparently it's letting off, I guess, some kind of electricity or vibe or something that they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And they come out, they fire it up. If you ain't ever watched them, but if you do, it is a pretty cool process watching them aggravate them. Then they'll come out and tear everything up, then get on back in there once the dust settles.
I do need a dishwasher. I would love a dishwasher.
Once we make the millions of dollars of collecting that bee venom.
When you build me my retirement cabin, I get to quit washing dishes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, it's a low voltage electric current.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We usually end up with a table full of junk down there by the time we're done.
We do. Our biggest things we carry with us is, once again, the smoker, the hive tool. We got our suits on, and we got our Beetlejuice down there. And
I miss the good old days when I could just throw on my veil and grab my hive tool and go play in my sweet bees.
But now, you got to get all fancied up. Keep you protected.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep you around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes me feel good. 90-second cycle. Do what?
That's some Tim the Toolman Taylor stuff right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot all about that shit.
She is done.
Yep. Well, that'd be great at the holidays.
Carl would say she's got glow plugs and it runs off alcohol.
Oh, hey, that is one video that I'm gonna do. Thanksgiving ended up being a disaster with everything going on, and we didn't have time to do cooking videos. But for like my brothers and sister family Christmas, we're doing homemade cinnamon rolls with Mr. Russell Koopman's vanilla cream honey or icing on them. So we'll do a video for the homemade cinnamon rolls.
You know, Ollie's got his cream honey that he picked from everybody for them doing their.
He stayed in London for his, but
yep.
I put up the vanilla because I knew they would eat it. I'd probably have a heart attack. He told me what the shipping would be on that.
What are you talking about? Quick, that's
impressive.
Save power, 90 seconds instead of 90 minutes. Mr. Dan said the guy I know collected venom.
Aren't we so fuzzy?
He got out of it due to the shipping and storage issues.
Yeah, is it just us or are we fuzzy and skipping?
Yeah. Are we fuzzy? It looks good on the
Like we're
phone.
both.
Then it
It's
looks,
fuzzy on the phone.
well, we're back right on the laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks fuzzy to me.
I don't know. It's your,
Should be my old eyes.
yep.
Not wearing my glasses.
Well, she pulled a grandma move of a left-hand turn the other day. And when you turn your blinker on 5.5 miles from where we were supposed to be turning at.
Look, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I have terrible depth perception. At least it wasn't 500 feet after where I was supposed to turn.
Yeah, I called her out on that, and I was got good grief, Mama. I said, when you gonna put?
I thought we was coming up on that road really quick because I was driving a little faster than I realized I was driving too. But okay, Sarah said she can see us without her glasses.
Okay.
Mr. Dan said it's in and out. But Blaine said we look clear.
Because he's in Texas.
Yeah, it's not that far
Everything's
away.
better in Texas.
I'm kind of terrified to get into the venom.
If we did that,
I'd sneeze and blow the crap all up in my eyes or something stupid. Yes. Texas is hot.
Texas is hot.
Very hot.
Yep. I'm gonna say they have it worse than we do right here on this Gulf. Oh yeah, it's
I
probably.
know, DC. I just get tired of dealing with protective equipment.
If it's something where it'll be worth a while to purchase one, see how it goes, and if you can do anything with it, I think so. But have to do a little bit more digging around and talk with some of you. Now, if any of y'all do happen to talk to anybody while you're at Navi, and that conversation does come up, pick their brain on it. And
Come share the info.
yeah, either jump on here or if you got my number, give me a holler and tell me about it. Or
Well, we have gone through our whole list of usual topics already, but
well, I haven't done much in the beekeeping news.
you're slacking.
I am. I haven't been watching a bunch of beekeeping videos, and I hope y'all don't get mad at me.
YouTube says it goes down in the wintertime. You're part of the algorithm now.
I guess so.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You let it manipulate you into becoming a statistic.
It did. I'm just a number now.
Shape up buttons.
Well, I'll do better. But
no, Clay, we're not going to be able to. We just have too much going on to leave his brother and my dad and my brother and his mama and Jasper and Jubal. So no, it's just not gonna work this year.
we had good intentions.
We were so close. Like we had a room reserved and everything. Thanks to Pastor Larry and Miss Jan.
Yep.
They found a really good deal and
They called us
the
up.
room and like we had a plan. I had even called my sister into keeping Jubal and Button. And Mr. Donnie was gonna come take care of Jasper and Stella. But it's just not going to work this year. Lord willing, maybe next year we'll try again. Dude, if you tear up my Christmas tree.
It is, Miss Brandy. We was honestly looking forward to it. Pretty well had everything lined out. Then, especially these last few weeks with my brother and all that, it's just been eventful. I'll put it like that.
I laugh because it's either laugh or cry at this point. My sister told me today, she's like, man, I hadn't heard you this aggravated with him ever. I don't know if I can say on YouTube what I said I wanted to do, but yes,
wring his neck.
that's not what I said. But it's we gotta be adults and do what we gotta do instead of what we want to do. So, but we got a whole year to pray that Jesus will work it out for us next year.
Button. Hey, hush.
Jubal,
Y'all hush.
both of you.
Sorry about that, y'all. They're fighting over their cow bone over there. But
I know. We were looking forward to meeting so many people. Even DC's making it this year.
Yep.
And we can't make it.
I was thinking, well, holler at everybody, shake hands, and have some good fellowship with folks, and sit down, eat supper with y'all.
Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even really looking forward to the expo part. I was just looking forward to meeting everybody.
Let's see here. Gary says, question for all the bee folk. Do you think ginseng honey would sell? Obviously, it would have to be a little higher price because of the ginseng. I was thinking of putting one root per pint of honey.
I know ginseng is getting to be something a lot of people are taking as a supplement.
Oh, well, yeah, people been.
Good night, Haley. It was so good to see you, darling. We've been missing y'all. Sorry, she's going to bed. I'll tell her that before she left.
I don't see why it wouldn't sell. I mean,
for real.
People do garlic honey and, hot honeys. And
garlic.
yeah, Lee's always got a jar of that garlic honey. And just about every time we talk to him.
Ginseng's supposed to be really good for you. I'm with Mr. Dan, Gary. I think it's something you could move. For real.
Especially in your if you're in that neck of the woods, to where I know some of y'all say y'all go out and pick it whenever season gets here.
They ain't putting ginseng in moonshine.
Well, heck, make it healthier.
Mm-hmm. It's one way to make sure certain people drink it.
Well,
get it down. You know they're gonna drink that moonshine.
Well, so get your healthy dose of ginseng along with your shinny.
Mm-hmm.
But
speaking of that, I found that last little bottle of Lee's needs.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You talk about healthy sleep.
I forgot.
I don't think that's what he concocted it for, but it works for me. I wonder if Miss Renee made Lee any tea.
No, I meant to ask him about that.
He said he was headed to bed a while ago. He still wasn't feeling good.
Yeah,
maybe we should be praying for Lee.
He is under the weather right now. I love him. Texted him yesterday, and we chatted for just a second, and he just saying he just come down with a cold and this and that, and sent him over Hannah's spiced tea recipe that we always do every year. We got a pot of it over there right now. But
people are really infusing honey with pot.
I guess.
Clay said they were. The cannabis honey or something.
Well, I mean, I understand. I know a lot of folks get benefit from out of it. I don't see why it couldn't be another helpful way to, how can I say this? Ingest it, yes.
Do you put pot in your honey, Gary? Or are you talking about the garlic honey?
Oh, so there were some guys talking about it at the expo last year. Wonder how
I mean, you read about it, and there really is a lot of medicinal benefits to it.
I mean, I reckon if you dried it down as if you was gonna cook with it,
Use the honey with it.
then yeah,
I
you
just
use it
hadn't.
the same way.
I never would have thought about.
Yeah.
Carl said, "Clay, you go." But
DC said I've seen some people take the herb oils and infuse the honey with it.
huh,
So hey, there you go.
I just never thought about that.
Hey, that's good, especially for the ones of you working in. If you live in a state where they've legalized it, and you ain't got to deal with the this and that.
Mm-hmm.
That may be another.
Clay said I can't put anything in my honey without state inspection.
What you do is you tell that inspector, you try this, and give him about 15 minutes.
Then he'll sign that piece of paper.
Yeah. And after those munchies go to working on him, hit him again before he goes.
Mm-hmm. It's actually amazing to me the amount of plants and herbs that people use to treat everything for thousands of years. And nobody even knows what they are anymore.
No, but that's why I watch the dude that I watch on YouTube. And that's one of the guys, like this time of year, yesterday I was stuck on it. No, I'm talking about I forget it's
the
legged.
purslane and the wild lettuce and the what poke salad's supposed to be good for you.
Well, poke salad, the poke berries, then you talk about like the different saps and
roots and all kinds of stuff, but like flowers and leaves that are unbelievably good for you.
Let me see my phone just see if I can find that guy. It's Legacy something or other, but any of y'all, now most of he's in Louisiana or Mississippi.
Legacy.
It should just come up just type in Legacy and it'll come up his name. I can't remember the other part of it.
Legacy Farm?
No. I'll have to find it. But for folks in the southern regions, man, this dude goes through and just every plant that we have that's native and some invasive species that have been brought in, he goes through the benefits of all of it, like, briar root. The one I was watching yesterday, the old briars we have down here.
Mm-hmm.
He said you pull the old briar roots out, and that helps with inflammation and different other elements. And you got stuff that's good for the blood. And old dude's pretty good, or he's got some interesting content if you're interested in those old time remedies. And he's got buku different tinctures to build.
Blaine said I'm waiting on to say that bacon ice cream and Dr. Pepper are healthy for you. Told him in chocolate chip cookies too.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Not that stuff that's in a bag nowadays.
I hadn't been so tired. I'd have made some because I wanted some today. But then at church, somebody had brought this, and it was store-bought, but it was still good. But somebody brought, it was a chocolate cheesecake with chocolate sauce on it, and then little bitty white chocolate chips on top of that. And that kind of fixed my chocolate craving.
That's going to drive me up a while. DC talking about Kaylee at the homestead. She's got some good stuff too, like bars.
Isn't that the one that DC told us to go watch? We watched a few of hers, yeah.
I wonder if we reached out to her, if we could get her to come in and chit chat one evening.
Oh,
would y'all like to see that if we can get her?
Oh, that could be cool.
He ain't too far down here because I was watching a video yesterday. There he is. Legacy Wilderness Academy is the dude that I'm talking about. But he's pretty smart guy on all them old remedies and this and that. Uh,
Oh, hey, Sarah.
all right, we'll
Let's see
shoot her
if
an
we can
email.
Get in touch with her.
Yep, see if she'll come on and chit chat. What's a main conversation y'all would be interested in if we can get her to commit one evening?
What's good for honeybees?
Is that what y'all want to know? Just honeys and tincture and this
Clay
and that?
said, I don't care to watch her unless her mom is with her. Oh, thank you, Blaine.
Yep. Thank you, Blaine. I'm not sure about them pigs.
So, what's the problem with her, Clay? Oh, you just like her mom better?
All right, brother. Y'all take it easy, man.
She's hot. Oh, yeah.
Shame.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, all right. We'll reach out to her and see
if we can set
Yeah.
something up.
or Willie. Then we'll figure
He
out.
said, I'm not gonna say.
Don't y'all get yourselves in any
They
trouble.
already told us.
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious.
So the mom's really cool too. And so the mom part in there to cover up real quick. All right.
So are y'all saying you're not gonna tune in unless we get her mom?
If she's up for doing it one evening.
Oh, there's a grandma too.
Get them all.
Yeah.
Just get all the generations.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun.
It could be. We'll see about it. I got to reach out to one more. Talk to him, get him locked in. He just told us to get back with him not long ago with everything going on. And try to set up. But yeah, I guess a lot of that is failure on my end to get guests.
I don't know who Brooke Shields.
They talking about Brooke Shields.
Gary said she looks like Brooke Shields, but I don't know who Brooke Shields is.
She's an older actress in the late 70s and 80s. Or was she a model?
Oh,
I think she was an actress.
American actress.
Yeah.
She's really pretty. Learned something new today.
There we go. Actress.
Every 70s teen boy will understand. Yeah, Carl, we're not gonna make it.
Everybody on Brooke Shields. Man.
Everybody's on Brooke Shields.
Miss Dances all the fairy. Well, you can't live out in old, what was her name? She did the Pepsi. She was the mom, Crawford.
She was the top.
Crawford. Cindy? Cindy Crawford?
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll Google another one. See if that's the right name. Was that your crush as a kid?
It was, seeing her open that Pepsi can on TV. Buddy Road.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, you had a pretty crush.
You see that? Yeah, I love Cindy Crawford too.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. We really wanted to go.
Yeah.
We really, really wanted to go. But it's just not looking like it's it's not gonna work out because we're canceled our room. So
Well,
we didn't get penalized for it. Maybe next year.
Charlie's Angels was the best. How did that go?
Yeah. I don't know. My mama wouldn't let me watch Charlie's Angels. Oh, I thought he was commenting on DC's Charlie's Angels comment. Yeah, we gotta be adults.
Clay, she put your comment with DC's thinking
I
about
did. It's like, well, Clay must like the Charlie's Angels better. Yeah, but just a little bit.
He said one thing is universal: homely or gorgeous. None of us can beat Father Time.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be homely than gorgeous. It's probably easier to navigate the world.
Mm. That's funny. I ain't seen it. I ain't heard anybody say homely in a good little while. It's
Not
like,
since Bill Roberts.
but the bad part about it, though, is you have that vision of
Mhm.
one that you know, and it's like, mm.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to fix that typo. I'm happily married and wasn't to stay that way.
Whoa.
I won't. Oh my word.
Doggone
His
all
wife's
that.
probably sitting in the corner just laughing her butt off watching him scream. Look at Ginger. Hey, Ginger was pretty. She stole all the guys' hearts on Gilligan's Island.
Well, what the deal is, we're gonna derail.
Completely.
Yeah, and we ain't got much time.
I'm out of coffee, so I'm not gonna last much longer.
But I'm telling you, what's messing a lot of these women up with their beauty,
Oh, boy.
and it's them doing that Botox stuff.
Oh,
You see beautiful women before they done that Botox stuff, and now you look at them, and it's like, she's the homely chick now. You know, she was the gorgeous supermodel, this or that, and then you go, ooh,
You had to be somebody from Texas. Can't forget Daisy Duke.
Daisy Duke.
She was the queen of all of them. Now they're talking about the way they aged. Oh, me. I thought she was going to say all the makeup and the hair, dyeing the hair, and being covered in tattoos.
No, I mean,
But yeah, the Botox is ruining beautiful women.
Yep. You right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pudding. Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous.
And especially on the good dirt road, too.
Mm-hmm.
I got a roll cage in that thing. You better hold on.
That's the thing that gets me. I know, Gary. It's like I'm kind of glad I made it to the age I am and I didn't get that tattoo when I was 18 that I thought I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with a lady that's got her a little flower butterfly, you know, this and that, but the full on sleeves and this and that, it's like, you know, you need to back off a little bit. Or the hog nose ring, yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of those.
And some of them get offended when you ask them, do you root around? They don't take kindly to
I
it.
wonder why. I don't ask them stuff like that. I just keep my thoughts to myself. Because they sure ain't asked for my opinion on what they do with their body. Y'all should have heard my grandma go off about the women of this day and age.
Well, your grandma come up in a day of time. There was still modesty, and a woman was a woman, and they weren't confused about what they were. Like nowadays, or just trying to blatantly lie to themselves about who they think they are. Or I get started on that. Or get off there. Me neither, Minnesota Mike. There's times that, and she goes, tell me, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Mm-mm.
And I have to bite my tongue, be like, I can't wait till we get to the truck so I can just let loose. Whatever it was.
We're going to get in trouble, and you're going to have to take, because I'm not sitting through that nonsense.
That's it. A man was a man back then, too.
Yeah.
Took care of
Now
his
they cry tears in the broom closet because they have to work a 6-hour shift making coffee.
Them ones doing that ain't no man. That's still boys, my opinion. You're going to sit around and
I
cry.
don't know if we told y'all about that or not. I found this video flipping through the internet, the endless whatever barrage of videos you can find to watch on absolute crap. But I rewound it, and I come here and told Tim, I was like, you've got to watch this. Like, I can't believe what I just saw, but you got to watch this. But it was a kid in a full grown man's body, but he was literally filming himself having an absolute breakdown, crying tears. He was a barista at a coffee shop, and they expected him to work a 6-hour shift straight, a whole 6 hours. And he literally, he was having a breakdown that, that was like, what, I don't remember what all words, adjectives he used to describe the barbaric act of his manager telling him he had to work a 6-hour shift. How do people, how do they expect me to do this? Like, dude is crying tears. I'm like, boy, you better get your panties out of a wad and get up and make that stupid coffee. I'm like, good grief, dude.
For any hard worker, man, you know that wouldn't last 10 minutes out there on the job before somebody broke him real good. Yeah, you going home crying, boy. Oh, mercy.
The only place I have put in 24-hour shifts was being on call with the fire department. I've never, thank God, I've never had to work like that. I mean, I work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a lazy person. Like, I go to work and do what I can do, but I mean, I can't work like a grown man, but I can beat that boy at the coffee shop. I was like, I could not believe that. I could not believe that.
Well, any man, yeah, you want to be home. Everybody does this and that, but the priority of my wife, first of all, my wife is dependent on me And then if you got children, my children are dependent on me, and so on and so forth down the line. But unfortunately nowadays it's
Sarah,
sad.
you are right. You are absolutely right. What? Are you serious, Mike? Well, but Gary, nowadays, people have mom and daddy's credit cards to fall back on. So they're not concerned with going to work.
That's it. You go to work, period. Handle your business. I'll get home when I get home. And if you got a fine woman at the house, she knows just about what time you're going to be there. Or back in the day, you call her before you left work. Say, hey, look, I'm finally headed home. And lo and behold, when you got to the house, that woman had you a good, fine meal ready to go. So you come in and eat you something, get you a shower, go to bed, and start all over the next morning. And do the same thing, this and that. But it's few and far between.
Mike, that's terrifying. That's really, really terrifying.
I may give you women a hard time on this thing just as much as I give my wife a hard time, but it's all in fun and picking. But when it comes down to it, like I was telling one of the deacons in church this morning, brother, I'm glad that I have a helpmate and I don't have to deal with a bunch of and this and that. And it's peaceful in my home. But unfortunately, nowadays, these younger bucks coming up, don't get me wrong, there's some of you men and women out there raising some fine youngins, men and women. But nowadays, it's so few and far in between of a man dedicating himself to his wife and a wife doing the same thing, surrendering herself to her husband. And it's just sad to see.
Oh, I'm laughing at you.
I know.
I'm laughing at these things. The floor items.
I don't doubt it.
It's gotten to. It's all Tide Pods they these.
That's what it is. They got loaded. Who was that? Gary said he was a trucker for 30 years. Did I see that? He said I was CDL driver for over 35 years, never once got a holiday off, a vacation, nor a sick day. Went on to work. And I'll give you folks out there doing that trucking some showing up props because
I don't have the nerve to do that.
I don't have the patience for it either. And plus, I'm a homebody, if you will. Whenever I get done working, I want to go home to my bed and this and that. And men and women out there nowadays getting them 18 wheels down the road, there's definitely not enough appreciation out there for the times that they spend away from their families so they can make $1. We appreciate you dropping by, Minnesota Mike. That's it. Get them a part of the church, part of God's people. Start them young. Yep.
Buttons, I'm just about to sleep.
No, we picked to wrap her up and see the numbers dropping. Hey, everybody, imagine getting a little tired unless you over there on the Middle East. Ain't that what he said in the movie, the Middle East? And headed westward over there.
Oh, good. Maybe if we need to quote no
Yeah.
yeah, not at all. I don't know what you call it these days. I really don't know what you call it around here anymore. Getting to be just a crazy show.
Well, hey, we all get some good laughs out of it, I tell you.
The only thing we've said about bees today is that we're not doing anything with bees.
Well, I mean,
That's it.
that's just where we're at right now.
That is my biggest pet peeve these days, Gary. Let me tell you what, you little snot wad. No. No, 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 no. No, that's my second biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve in the world. Well, it's probably the stupidest thing in the world. But it aggravates the snot out of me when, like, anywhere we go, Tim opens the door, not just for me, but for all women. Like, he holds the door if he sees a lady coming, even if she's 20 feet away. If she's walking toward the door we just came out of, that's just him. He's going to stand there and hold that door. But, buddy, there's been so many times that I've been like that close to taking my flip flop off to these entitled little brats that just stick their nose up and walk through that door like he owed them that without even saying thank you. I'm that one that I'll say I'll use my big kid voice. Thank you for holding that door, baby. Like, just be courteous. Good grief. If somebody's gonna stand there and hold a door for you, tell them thank you for it. Because they don't have to. They're doing that out of the goodness of their hearts. Like, it is so rare that women say thank you to him. I've actually thanked them for thanking him because it's so rare that they even acknowledge he held the door for them. Like, they just walk right past without even looking at it. I'm like, you little turd.
The only
Like,
ones
what's wrong with you?
that I stopped holding the door for are the ones that obviously are trying to have the appearance of a man. I'll just keep on. I won't hold the door for her. People may say, "Oh, Tim, you're judging this person, this and that." Well, whatever, so be it. But
yeah, I mean, he does for men too. Like, if a man's right there coming in, yeah, he'll hold the door for them too.
Yeah, an older gentleman, I'll wait for that older gentleman to, even if I'm late for work. There's a lot of times you see an older gentleman that's just having trouble walking across the parking lot, and I'll hold it for him and be like, "Look, Captain, you ain't got to rush for me. I got time. Even if I don't, I'll get it for you." But too many times have I been disrespected with the women that try to be men. And I said, you know what? You want to have that appearance? You want to act like one? You can get your own door. And oftentimes I'll just kind of carry on, but it's just where we're at nowadays.
I know, but it just gets all over me. Like, don't just stick your snotty little nose up and walk through that door. Like, he owed you that because you're God's gift to humanity or whatever opinion of yourself you're holding over there. But it's rude. It's just rude. People are just rude these days. People are so stinking rude and inconsiderate anymore. It's not even funny.
But for the most part, the women will say thank you, but it's like a 60-40 nowadays.
That's it, DC. People just suck. People really suck.
Well, like you're saying today, even saying ladies first can offend some people. Like, really?
You're right.
Guys get offended.
He's my specialized gift from God to keep me sane.
Well, we going insane together, I guess.
But he's so sweet, it doesn't bother him, but it'll get all over me. Like, man, that's why you don't have a husband to open the door for you, because you treat people like that. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. I don't know how I got started on that. Gary got me talking about pet peeves.
Well, answer me this for the ones of you in the North Country. We'll kind of probably wrap it up after this. But I've heard of Southern folks go up to the North Country, and they've said they have had people just get. And I'm like, I don't know how I guess I could handle that. Because down here, it's yes, sir, yes, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth.
It better be. If you thinking straight, it is.
Yeah, especially if your mom or daddy's still around. But I've never had experience with, I'll say, the snowbirds coming down here. And whenever you run into them somewhere or something like that, never had anybody say anything. But I think trying to remember who it was. I think it's Mr. Donnie talked about he went up like New York or something like that one time and said ma'am to somebody and was like, this woman come unglued. I'm like, I ain't no ma'am. He's like, hey, whoa. Sorry, mister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It did, DC, because them front-facing cameras and social media give people a very, very unrealistic sense of self-entitlement.
Well, if the Lord, Gary, reading off your comment there, you can't even give your kids consequences nowadays because they go to school and they say they're being abused, this and that.
Darling, you ain't seen abuse.
I remember coming up and my daddy telling me in school, he said, son, you ever go to school and tell them just because I punished you that you're being abused, this and that? And never in my childhood did my parents abuse me. I got whippings, of course.
We were disciplined.
Yes.
We were not abused.
But
not by any stretch of the imagination.
The one thing that always stuck with me whenever my daddy told me that, he said, you got about 15 minutes before that law gets here. He said,
you're going to find out what abuse can be.
Yeah, he said, you take that how you want it. I know you understand what I'm saying, and I fully understood what he was saying, even at a young age. And that's one thing that never crossed my mind. But every time I got my tail tore up, it was because I needed it. That's for sure. Well, Clay, even whenever I was in school in the early 90s in middle school and all that stuff, I got whipped at school.
I still whip kids when I was in school.
But the main thing was,
you's gonna get it when you got home.
Yeah, please don't tell my mom and daddy. You can whip me here. I don't care. But please don't call my mom and daddy.
But then shoot, starting in third grade. Now, I went to school for third grade. But from then on to high school, I was homeschooled. There wasn't even nobody to go complain to. And when my brother started getting too out of line, Mama just set it up for the biggest, ugliest, meanest looking guard at the juvenile detention center in Mobile, Alabama. Gave them a tour of where they would be living if they didn't straighten their tails up.
Seeing Gary's comment, the teacher's job is to teach and not to judge families. And I agree with that. And I guess to a point, and I'm not going to say who it is, but we know somebody very close that is a teacher.
Jobs are made a lot harder because of what does not go on at home.
That's it.
People are expecting teachers to raise their children because now nowadays, discipline is called traumatizing a kid. So you're not allowed to do that because it's trauma if you tell a kid, no, this is bad for you. Don't do this. It's called trauma now. And they grow up and claim to be on depression for it and take meds. But parents don't do anything anymore. They really and truly don't.
That's it. And the individual, we know that she is a school teacher. And she says the biggest thing with her, she said, yeah, granted, the kids, especially nowadays, are a bit unruly. But for the most part, she can keep a handle on her class. But she, out of the parents than I do the kids.
I'm going to tell you what. My mama, my daddy, and my grandma probably would have just laughed in my face if I'd have tried to tell them that butt whooping traumatized me. You really? Just, really?
Yeah, you better take that crazy talk somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Traumatizing. That word is so overused these days.
Hannah and I was having that conversation not long ago, DC. If we're ever blessed with children, then I'd probably just
I couldn't deal with the public school system.
No.
I could not deal with the public school system. I know, Sarah. It's unreal. When they took Jesus and then paddles out of school, they ruined it. But then again, on the same note, I don't know how many people in the school system I would trust to discipline my child. But I'm one of those parents. I would be one of those parents. I don't believe discipline inflicts trauma at all. At all. But yeah, somebody call the ambulance.
If there's any trauma involved, it's to the point of, oh, I screwed up and I don't think I'm going to do that again, because there's a consequence to that I don't want to have happen again. That was with me anyway. When my daddy got done with that belt, I knew, okay, I better not do that again. Or if I do, don't get caught, dummy. But most of the time, y'all know how it is. Mom and daddy going to find out anyway before you even get to the house. So.
But I mean, that's what my child. It had better be a very rare occurrence that my child needed to be disciplined at school. But
Mr. Dan, we know a family that this woman and her husband homeschooled every single one of her children, and they are bright, very bright children.
Brilliant children.
And very well mannered in every aspect of things. Now, granted, their daddy was a Marine and several level black belt in karate and this and that. And where I'm going with that is
they can take care of themselves.
Yes, they can take care of themselves. But the discipline factor of that, I'm not saying because, their daddy is bad to the bone. If things get bad, that's one of the dudes you want on your side. But he instilled the discipline portion of it, self-discipline, and the points of respect for people. And their mama is the exact same way. But if it ever has to go above mama, they know they don't want it getting to daddy. I'll just put it like that. So it's best to let mama.
You better listen to mama.
Yeah.
When she says, so she don't go tell daddy.
But yes, every one of their children are just, one's building robots now. The other one is an
engineer.
And these are young kids. 20 is the oldest, maybe.
Yeah. She's in her first year of college. But she got a full scholarship to college on an engineering degree from a homeschool family.
Oh, you can pick them out of a crowd, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Especially whenever you just hear, huh, and what. Well, there's one right there.
Yeah. But I can't see.
Yep. We're going.
Y'all, sorry. I've got to dip out. I can't take this chair anymore. I hope y'all have a good week, and I'll see y'all next Sunday, Lord willing.
Yeah. Thank y'all, everybody, for sitting, chit-chatting, fellowshipping. Very small amount of what we're not doing in beekeeping. Snacks, wherever else we went this evening. Discipline,
Lots of discipline.
homeschool, and
Say thank you when somebody holds the door.
and say thank you when somebody holds the door. That's it. But till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.
Well, guess that's it for today. See you next time at Gunline Bees.